Welcome everyone to golfing tips during lockdown. I hope you're well and that you're enjoying this great golf course. Even though we can't play it at the moment, we can walk around it, and that is a privilege to be enjoyed. We're here today and we're going to do a little golf video, on course video, and we're on the 13th with a few ideas how you might play the 13th. So on the tee here, we all love that horn beam on the corner. But it's nice to look at, but not nice to hit your ball into, because the ball just will not penetrate that tree. So what we need to do is think about what line we're going to take depending on how far we can hit the golf ball. So for someone like myself, you know, I can hit it over the trees here with either a driver or a 3-wood, which will either leave a very short pitch, or I can, even in the summer, I can get on the green. Someone like Andy Sullivan can carry it onto the green, so he's going to cart it straight over these big trees on the right. For most of the members, you guys, we need to play a little bit safe. We need to make sure that we give ourselves a chance to hit that green with our second shot. Therefore, the line 9 times out of 10 is going to be left of that horn beam, and we need to go for the gap. There's a big gap now in the trees. We lost a couple of trees a couple of years ago. That's a very good line. So left to right dog leg, hit it out to the left, give yourself a chance to hit that green. Now we'll move on to the second shot. Okay, so we're down here now, about 140, 150 from the green. Perfect spot, the left side of this fairway. You know, wherever the pin is on this green, we can choose to attack that pin if we want to. We all know that when the pin's on the bottom level, it does become a little bit easier as a hole, because all the slopes feed it in towards the pin there. So it's a lot easier to get that ball close. And of course, it's a running shot. You don't need to fly it in over the bunkers. If the pin's at the top, the hole is without doubt a little bit more difficult, and we need to navigate these bunkers successfully by obviously striking a nice iron shot really crisply. So you need to make sure that you take enough club to carry those bunkers. Point of interest here is that these are some of the first bunkers that we're going to redo shortly. So it's really exciting that when we come back after lockdown, we should see some very different looking bunkers. And of course, hopefully when we play out of them, they'll be excellent to play out of. So two very different second shots here depending on where the flag is. If in doubt, during a medal round, hit that bottom level, have a little 2-putt up that slope. All the best with that one.
Well, no.
Okay, so we're on the green now, and successfully, hopefully we've got here in 2 shots, which will be a brilliant achievement, and maybe 1 if you've got that driver out for those longer boys and you've given it a good smash over the corner. Lower tier might be easier to hit, but actually it's one of our more slopey greens. So have a look at this area here. This is the front part of the green. We've recently started to put a pin location in this area, and it breaks an awful lot. It's very difficult to have a straight uphill putt here. So if you're just short, it's a huge break on it coming off this big slope. And if you go a little bit long, which quite often people do when you're coming down here, it goes a little bit longer. Coming back, you've got a real big left to right putt here, so one to be very careful of. Similarly, at the back of this green here, we've got a nice slope up, so sometimes that can help you and it can feed the ball back to the hole, as this slope can here. But similarly, it can give you quite a breaking putt as well, which is sudden after you've played 10, 11, 12, which are fairly flat greens, and you get to this one and it's suddenly got a little bit more slope. Let's go up the slope to the back of the green. Quite an unusual green in many ways, because it's a sideways tier rather than a front to back tier, which makes it really interesting in my opinion. If you go up to the top of this green, this is actually a flat area, so more difficult to hit with your second shot, but once you're up here, a much better chance to hole a putt, and that's what you should be trying to do. That's the 13th hole. Hope you enjoyed that brief debrief on the 13th and how to play it. Try and play it that way next time you get out here. All the best. Bye.